about those things. So just having a balance and, you know, recognizing that everybody's not perfect. I'm not perfect. She's not perfect. And it's okay.
Yeah. I think that also if we don't confront things, then they're going to get out of hand and get worse, you know? And I think that's something that comes with growing up. Like you'll realize that, okay, if I don't handle this right now, then this is going to get to a point where I can't, it's, you know, it's going to cause havoc. I got to stop this. I have to stop this leak right now before it gets out of control. So I definitely feel you on that. Hey, what's up? Oh, what's happening? What's up? Bliss Talk. I'm going live in a couple of seconds with Miss Destiny Stone. She is a musician. Hey, Destiny, she's in here. And she has an album coming out, and it's called The Girl with the Purple Glasses. I can't wait to pick her brain and ask her some questions. I got to look at her page a little bit. And I'm also a singer-songwriter, so this should be dope. I wonder what her writing process is like. I know she is really excited about the album. What's up? Hi. How you doing?
Good. How are
you? Doing good. I'm loving the smile.
Thank you.
Are you excited about this album though?
Yes, I really am. It's I know when quarantine first happened, I was like freaking out because I'm a music teacher as well. So I was frustrated. I was like, how am I going to teach my kids music? Like, I can't have my instruments like that. They won't be, because, you know, they don't have all the stuff that we usually have in the classroom. And I was just getting really frustrated.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna make it through. It's gonna be okay. So I've just been making like lessons for them online, then put it online, and then they can like look at it at home. So, and then also I had a lot of free time, obviously, that I didn't have because I was driving to Gastonia 3 days a week to teach. So now that time has been cut out. Hey everybody. No.
Yes. Hey. Thank you for joining.
So yeah, so after that was kind of cut out, I was like, you know what, I got all these songs, I need to try to get some more songs out. So so yeah, and then that's how The Girl with the Purple Glasses was born.
Yes, I can't wait to take a listen to it, because I've been listening to some of the clips of your music on your Instagram, and I was like, wow, her voice is so pretty. And then I love the artwork too, The Girl with the Purple Glasses. We're going to get into it. I just wanted to see how you're doing, check your temperature, but let me first introduce myself. I go by Carmen Bliss. I'm a singer, songwriter, organizer in the community, and I love picking brains. I love speaking with other entrepreneurs and musicians as well. And I like to build, learn, aspire, collaborate, and share keys with my people. And so I'm so glad you hit me up and was like, I would love to come on the Bliss Talk Show. I was like, yes, that's the type of energy we on. So I'm going to ask you 5 questions. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's get into it. All right. So the first thing I wanted to discuss was purple, because as you can see, I don't know if you went on my Instagram, but my favorite color is purple.
And actually, the color is red. So it's kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm sorry, keep going.
Oh no, I was just going to say, I want to discuss the color and the origin of falling in love with it, because obviously if you got purple glasses, you like that color. So what is it about that color?
So I've been wearing glasses since I was in like 4th grade, and I was told I need to get contacts, but I'm just too scared to get contacts. So I'm just there, I'm gonna stick myself in the eye. It's gonna be a mess. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna rock these glasses. And so I always get excited about getting new frames, because it's like you can pick whatever color you want. I was like, okay. And I think when I got these, I think I'm with my fiance, and of course you try them, and then with my skin, you know, purple usually looks really good. My sister, light is right, because right now they look really dark. They don't even really look purple right now. But when light or the sun hits it, it's beautiful against my skin. So,
Yes.
because I've had red glasses before too, and I really like those.
Mm-hmm.
I was told I have red undertones.
Mm.
So the purples, reds, that kind of family usually looks good on my skin tone. So I'm like, okay, so we're gonna do
I
that.
love that. And then to
Um,
name the album after it too. That was dope. I like that.
Okay, because at first I wasn't even gonna call it that. At first it was only gonna be 3 songs, and it grew and it turned into 7. And I was like, well, you know what? I feel like one, this is kind of cool because I feel like it's kind of like, you know, who is this girl? You know,
Yeah.
Also, like I said, playing off the fact that, especially being in the entertainment world, people tell you, you need to get contacts, you need to get contacts, take your glasses off. And I'm like, look, I'm not getting on contacts sometime soon, so we just gonna use this to my advantage.
Right.
God. So I was like, I feel like it'd be interesting. I feel like when it's time to market, that's something I can really, that color, I can just go so heavy with that color.
Right.
And so with the photo that you use for your flyer for this talk, we did that in my living room. Like I went to Dollar Tree and bought some purple wallpaper, and I stuck it up on my wall. And then my fiance had his ring light, he had his iPhone on there, and we was snapping away.
Okay.
That whole photo shoot was on. The only thing I paid for was the dollar wallpaper and my makeup. So that whole photo shoot was $66. I'm like, girl, you better be innovative in this quarantine season.
Okay. Yes. I love that your style. I love that you go back and forth between like this really natural look, and then you can get glammed up too, because you know we're women, we like to change our mind a lot, you know.
Yeah,
And I think
when, and I told, because usually, like I said, I don't do my own makeup. I pay somebody to do it because I ain't touching my face, so I end up looking like a clown. But when I told the lady who did my makeup, and she's like, okay, so what lip color do you want? And I was like, purple. She was like, purple? Because she know I've been to her a few times. She was like, you usually don't get nothing, you know, that out there. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to just step out there a little bit, be a little creative.
mm-hmm.
That purple on, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute.
Yes.
So I feel like this season has been all about me just trying things and shooting my shot, as they say, when it comes to my music, and because I want to make a living with it. And I mean, the only thing somebody can do is tell me no.
Mm-hmm.
But like I tell my fiance all the time, my mom, look, I'm just at the point where I'm just gonna try, because I will never know unless I try. So I'm trying to be creative, and like I said, it was a lot of being able to shoot in the comforts of my own home, you know. So I don't gotta pay, like I don't gotta feel like, oh, my time is running out at the photo studio, or you know, I don't have to worry about that. Even recording the album, I did it all in my apartment, so I didn't have to worry about paying for studio time. I don't gotta be stressed out with my time running out. I gotta hurry up and finish my song. I have to go through none of that. So it's been a very beautiful experience, and I'm very grateful for it. So yeah.
Yes. I want to thank everybody for coming into the Bliss Talk. We're having a 30-minute inspiring conversation with the Miss Destiny Stone. She recently just completed her project called The Girl with the Purple Glasses, and we talked about the fact that how she fell in love with the color purple, and you know, talking about the undertones and how great that it looked. And then I also commented on the fact that I loved how she goes back and forth with a really natural and then like a really glamorous look. I love that. It speaks volumes, because I think that sometimes we get in the mindset where people think we're only supposed to be this one thing, or only supposed to like one thing. But I like it all. I like trying it all. And it speaks to what you were saying about trying stuff this year. I've done the same thing. I normally wear my hair really dark because for some reason I had a really hard time like dyeing my own hair, would fall out and all that good stuff. But I said this year I'm gonna make it happen. I'm going to do the blonde.
It's cute.
Thank you. I've always wanted to try it. And I said this year, 2020, I'm gonna try it. So from the beginning of January, that's when I started wearing the blonde. I think I'm gonna keep rocking it for as long as I can this year. So I'm glad you brought that up. Like just trying something new, you know.
And think would it make a difference? Those are the things that will bring you the most joy. Like when she put purple lipstick on, I've never had a color. The only color I've had is like maybe red, and even I'd be scared about red. But when she put that purple on my lips, I was like, oh, this is so pretty. I love this. And it's like, and I know it seems real silly, like, girl, it's just lipstick, but for knowing my personality and how I can just be real, just like, don't look at me, that type of person. And so to really just make me feel like, oh, this is not necessarily an alter ego, because it's still me, but you know, just doing something different that makes you not even for nobody else, because I didn't do it, you know, well, so and so said I should do. I did it because I wanted to try something, and I tried it and I liked it and I felt beautiful. So yeah.
I think it's lovely how just a change of lipstick or change of your hair changes your mood, your energy. You know, they always say that blondes have more fun, and I was like, that might be true. I've been having a little fun this year. So I love that. So my next question for you is, what was the last situation you found yourself running away from? And I want you to talk about how you confronted it, because you sang a little melody on your Instagram, and you was like, I'm tired of running away. So can we talk about something that you ran away from and how you confronted it?
So this is kind of getting outside of music, but I feel like I don't know who's listening and this might help somebody, so I'm gonna say it. So I grew up with my mom. My parents got divorced when I was like 6, I think. So I don't have any recollection of my dad living with us. Like, the earliest memories I have is us visiting my dad and my dad coming to pick us up. So for a long time it was just me, my mom, and my 2 brothers. And my mom is the type of person where she's very like concerned in her emotions. Like, you know, she'll take care of us, you know, make sure we got stuff to eat, make sure we got clothes, you know, very like structurally we had a great upbringing, like structurally there. But emotionally it was very difficult because I like to talk and I like to express myself, and I think that also shows in the fact that I'm an artist. So I'm very expressive. I'll cry if something touches me, you know, so I'm that type of person. And my mom is like not at all. So up and growing into a teenager, it was always so difficult to talk to her about things. And recently I started dating my fiance. Well, we're engaged now, but like 2 years ago we started dating, and it's been a real struggle because I live in North Carolina now. I'm from Mississippi, so my mom is still in Mississippi, and so my fiance is from this area. I'm from here, so of course me and him have been talking. Like, he's been to Mississippi for my performances. He's been to Mississippi like 2 or 3 times just to see me perform, and that's a big deal because Mississippi is like 10 hours away from here. So it was really a struggle because I really wanted her to be happy for me, and she really wasn't, because, you know, she had her image of who she wanted me to be with. And, you know, and I'm sure every parent, you know, I don't have kids yet, but I had to confront her and let her know, like, hey mom, I'm an adult. I know you love me. I love you too. But this is my life, you know? And it was really tough because I hate confrontation. Like I said, it's always been hard to really talk to her on an emotional level. So I was really scared. I was like, I don't even know if I can talk to her. I don't even know, even though I'm feeling all of these things. So it was really tough. But I talked to her about it, and it felt good to get it off my chest. Like, I don't have to think about it no more. And yeah, so that's one thing I was trying to avoid it. I was just hoping, like, you know, she's gonna come around. And honestly, my mom might not ever come around, but, you know, she's her, I'm me, and that's okay. I still gonna love her. I know she loves me. So that has been really difficult, especially being engaged, and it's been tough. But you know, there's something I was like, you know, I can't keep running away from it. Now, not necessarily, and then, you know, like the culture we live in is like a cancel culture and like cut everybody off. It's like, it's my mom, I'm not about to cut off.
Right.
Mama. But, you know, get into a place where, you know, I recognizing that I am an adult, you know, I can create the type of space that I want, and, you know, yeah, and just live my life. So it's crazy.
That's a lovely example of, you know, running away from something and maybe a fear of confronting it, but you having to, because this is your family, you know, you want to continue to have a relationship with this person. You want them to be a part of your life. So, you know, at the end of the day, we have to confront those really hard things instead of running away from it.
That's so true.
And
Because I keep thinking like you only get one mama, like
mm,
that's it. So, it's been interesting. It's been a challenge to just finding that balance of, I can talk to my mom, but certain things we're just not gonna talk about because I know me. If she don't agree with me, it's gonna bother me. So instead of even just putting myself in that situation for her to tell me, well, I don't like this or I don't agree with this, just certain things we talk about, certain things we don't. And when I want to talk about those certain things, I have a person in my life where I can talk about those things. So just having a balance and, recognizing that everybody's not perfect. I'm not perfect. She's not perfect. And it's okay.
Yeah. I think that also if we don't confront things, then they're going to get out of hand and get worse, you know? And I think that's something that comes with growing up. Like you'll realize that, okay, if I don't handle this right now, then this is going to get to a point where I can't, it's it's going to cause havoc. I got to stop this. I have to stop this leak right now before it gets out of control. So I definitely feel you on that. My next question for you, I want to know some of your musical influences.
Okay. India.Arie is boom, number one. I love her. I saw her when she did her tour, her Worthy tour, and she came to Charlotte. Oh, when I took her, I cried, I laughed, I sang, I just had the time. And I told my fiance, I was like, look, I need to go by myself because this is very personal for me. But I thought I was gonna like it because I was just by myself and I didn't know nobody. But oh my gosh, it was so amazing. She is I admire her so much, having had a successful career without compromising who she is as a person. Like, I admire her so much. Like, she's not a sellout. From day one, she stuck to it. You can look at some artists and kind of see them unfold and kind of break down, from when they first started until today. But I admire her so much for, showing that you can still have a successful career without like being a sellout. Also, I'm very inspired by Toby Nwigwe. I don't know if I said that the right way, but he's a person that I'm really inspired by. Like, he does his own thing and he just carved out his own space and he's successful. He got like a Ralph Lauren endorsement. He did a whole tour and it's just like, okay. And it's like, okay, Destiny, maybe you can do this. People have done it. So I mean, no shade to any other artists or whatever, you do your thing. But I know who I am and I know what I stand for and I know what I believe. And so looking at those two people just really makes me feel like, okay, maybe the world is not totally full of crap. Like, maybe I can do this. Maybe I don't have to do something crazy, because the saying, sex sells. And yeah, we know that. But like I said, else. But I
love that you said that because on a previous Bliss talk, there was a young lady who asked us the question, how can you be like a Lauryn Hill is in the world full of like making the stallions and things of that nature? Can you do music in the world feel like that? And my answer to her was, well, me and T Walker, our answer to her was pretty much that there's a market for everything, You don't need to be making these styles because that's the only person that could be making these. She's her own person, You got to come in being yourself, your authentic self, because it's always going to be another group or set of people that's going to want to hear that, Yeah.
And also say, like, I've had to make peace, and I go back and forth with this, but I've had to make peace with the fact I might not ever get to the status of Megan Thee Stallion. And that's big, a lot of the reason Megan Thee Stallion got to that point is because of like her image and like, what she represents in the world. And I don't think I ever forget. So I released a song called My Man as a single, and it's going to be on the album, The Girl with the Purple Glasses, I'm releasing Friday. It's called My Man. And the first verse is like, he don't drive no fancy car. He don't eat no fancy food. No, his credit ain't real good, but basically we can fix that. And God messaged me and was like, I really appreciate this in this world of like this city girl, this whole like, he gotta have this, he gotta have this, he gotta have, and it's like in this whole world of my man gotta do that. And for me,
Mm-hmm.
like, look, he don't got all that, but I still love him, because he loves me. I was like, dang, this need, like, you were doing something you did, and I didn't even think a man was even gonna pay attention to the song like that. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, all the ladies gonna be like, yes, it's my man, da da da.
Yeah.
But that really stuck with me because it's like, one, first of all, Destiny, people are listening to you, so there you go. You're not falling on deaf ears, and two, you're doing more than you think you are. Because sometimes it does get discouraging because you feel like you got to show your butt in order to do something. It's like, I can't do that. This is not me. So that was really encouraging to know, like, okay, somebody's paying attention, somebody's listening to the words that you're saying. So, and like you said, it's somebody out there for everybody. Because somebody that's famous sound like, what you doing?
Yeah.
So if somebody like that, somebody would like this. So, and that's another thing we talked about earlier about just going for it and, just putting myself out there. The more people you put yourself in front of, the higher the chances of touching somebody that's for you, that's going to connect with you. So,
Right.
So yeah.
I wanted to make a comment about what you said about your song and how it's relatable to men who are on the come up. You said, no, his credit ain't that good. He's not perfect. And I wanted to make a comment on that because I had to have a come to Jesus moment about some things myself, about finding equal or finding someone equally yoked. You have to first work on yourself, because that man, you want him to be a reflection of you and vice versa. And I'm also about the concept of building with someone. How beautiful would it be to just, know where you can come from. And then at the end of the day, both of y'all are standing right there on a platform that y'all built together.
Right. And that's how I feel. And it's just crazy because my fiance, he is a professional barber. And for some reason, I don't know why people just think barbers just be poor or something. I don't know. I don't get it. Mm-hmm. But, like I said, that whole, like, this mentality of he got to have bags, he got to have this, it's like, I don't know. I enjoy I'm not saying we're struggling, nothing like that, but I enjoy working together and us bouncing ideas off of each other and being like business partners. And like you said, when I do, hopefully one day get on that Grammy stage, I can say, shout out to my husband who's been there since I was in college and, recorded in our 1-bedroom apartment.
Right.
So we can have all these beautiful moments that, I wouldn't have with somebody, who's rich. And a lot of times too, because I know, like, I had a crush on somebody who goes to an Ivy League school and, looking at it, just because it glitter don't mean it's gold. Okay. Yeah. So just because it look good, just because it smell good, just because it feel good don't mean it's good for you. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, I know that he might not be sitting on $1 million right now. Because my thing is this: we can get money, but do you love me? That is the question. Because you can have all the money in the world and you don't love me, you don't treat me right, you're not respectful, and then that's the real issue. Because somebody have a whole bunch of money, but how does he treat you? How does he feel? Does he make you feel good about yourself? So we good on that part. So I'm like, to me, that's the most important part. We can get out here and hustle, and we can get out here and make it work and build off each other and throw ideas off each other and help each other with our businesses. That can always happen. But if you don't have the foundation, you can have all the money in the world, but it's still not work. So that's my philosophy.
That's a great philosophy. I think you might not be able to match me as far as maybe your education or your money wise, but can you match my ambition? Can you do that? Right. Because if you can match my ambition, we in there.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. All right. So next question we asked about, I want to thank y'all, whoever's still in here and sticking around with us. Just to recap, we talked about the album title, The Girl with the Purple Glasses. We talked about switching from natural to glam. We talked about trying new things, putting ourselves out there. We also talked about, running away and confronting things versus confronting things. When you run away from something, you just leave it like that, sitting like that, and makes things worse. So you have to address whatever it is that's causing that leak in your life. So right now, I want to ask you, Miss Destiny Stone, how much time do you spend on your craft a day?
A day? That's
Mm-hmm.
a question. So this is another thing I struggle with. Again, in this culture that we live in today in 2020, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough. Sometimes I feel like I got to be doing something every minute of the day. And I had to come to the realization, I'm not a robot, okay? I am a human being. And like today, for example, I didn't do nothing. I sat in here, I binge watching Netflix, and I'm like, I don't care, because
Mm-hmm.
yesterday I worked on a whole brand new song. Okay, so my thing, everybody does it differently. I don't have like a set time where I have to do. I have to spend 2 hours every day doing it, like because I've noticed about me, if I try to force a song, if I try to force myself to be creative, it's just gonna be trash. It's gonna be whack. So sometimes I'll say, okay, let's sit here. And actually, before we got that, I was just sitting here playing around, practicing on the song. So I would just say it's a mixture of when I feel led to do so, because sometimes I just like I need to sing a song, So a lot of times is when I feel led to do so, and then also sometimes I want to try to challenge myself. So like yesterday was my first time ever sampling a song. My dad was in a gospel quartet like 30, 40, 50 years ago, and so they still have a song from a record, and I was able to sample this. So I spent like 2 or 3 hours yesterday working on it, trying to get it right. I scratched it like 3 times before I got something that I liked. So I'm like, okay, I worked hard yesterday. Today, I'm going to binge watch Netflix. And that's what I want to do. So I say, look, pay attention to your body. Like I said, we're not robots. I know society will make you feel like hustle, 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 grind, grind. But if you have to take time to rest. Like you have to have balance. We're human beings. All right. We're not machines. So
it's always, I love to ask that question because I think that how much time you spend really impacts, how much productivity that you have out there, or how much, content that you have.
I would say I'm proud of myself for being over a long-term basis. I think I'm pretty consistent. Now I might not 10 hours every day, but in the grand scheme of things, I released something digitally every year since 2015. So that's 5 years of stuff out there in the universe. And I make it my business. I'm like, every year I need to release. If it ain't nothing but one song, I need to release something every year. Right. So I kind of look at the bigger picture, and I did like X amount of hours every day. But this year, what I want to accomplish, and if I accomplish my goal, then I'm good. I don't gotta feel like, well, I didn't do it. As long as it get done in, let's say I give myself 6 months, then we good. Whether it take me 5 days or I do 2 days and skip a day and do a day, But that's kind of how I like to do it, like more bigger scale thing. So I don't always have to feel like I'm crunched for time, or I'm like rushing or trying to force something out of myself. So
absolutely, that makes a lot of sense. And I like how you said I worked really, really hard this day, so tomorrow I'm gonna sit down and watch some Netflix.
But y'all, I'm telling you, if was ever watching, y'all need to go on Netflix and watch Blood and Water. It only got 6 episodes, but it's so good. And I was so upset when I found out it only got 6 episodes. But y'all need to go watch it because it's good.
Okay, I might check it out. My next question for you was, and it's crazy because you ended that question talking about goals and, knocking out 1 digital record per year. So I wanted to know, I want you to talk about some of your milestones so far on your journey and some new goals that you may have.
Yeah, so I have been singing literally since forever. I don't remember a time in my life where music was not involved. I won my first talent show. Me and my best friend sang a Mary Mary song, and we got 3rd place. I think it was like, and then 5th grade, I won a talent show with a song that I wrote, and that really like, oh snap! Like I won a talent show with a song that I wrote, so that was really, really cool for me.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, I've been writing songs since elementary school. I was writing love songs. I don't know nothing about no love in those 2nd and 3rd grade, but here I was writing love songs. But most recently, I was featured on the cover of Salisbury magazine, and I cried because I was like, "Oh my gosh, God, I didn't even know." I was having to go look and just see had they put it up online yet, and that was my brown face. And another thing that really touched. This lady was outside of Walmart selling the magazine. She works for the magazine company.
Mm-hmm.
And I went by and I was like, oh my gosh, it's my face. She was like, that's you. I was like, this me. She was like, and this is a middle-aged black lady. And she was like, oh my goodness. She was like, let's take a picture. She was like, my mama said, look at that black girl on the cover of that magazine. And I was like, y'all trying to make me cry at Walmart. Sorry, my keyboard on. Y'all trying to make me cry at Walmart because it was like, oh my gosh, she's this older black lady seeing my black face on there and she's feeling proud.
Wow.
You don't know me from any other girl in the world, but it made her feel like, wow, look at this black girl on the cover of this magazine. So that was in March of this year. And then last year I was nominated for a Carolina Music Award. That was really cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Last year. So what else? And then also my senior year of college, I did a Nina Simone tribute show. And one of my goals for that show was to go to her hometown, which is Tryon. And they have like a statue of her and everything. The house where she was born, or where she grew up in, is still there, and they're renovating it, everything. And they found me on Facebook, and I was able to go to her hometown. I met one of her sisters. I met one of her hometown friends that actually just passed away. It was an awesome experience, and that was really cool. So to have performed at her hometown, then they called me back to sing at the big celebration we're doing to commemorate her birthplace. So they had like a big celebration. They had other artists who do like Nina Simone shows from all over the country to come. And so like all of us got to have like it was amazing. So those are like, over the past 2 or 3 years, those are like my biggest accomplishments thus far. And then you said my goals, especially with this project, really I just want more people. I just want my name to be in more people's faces, and just for more people to be aware of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to get my music placed in a film, because I know the film industry, like that's a whole nother bag. It's a whole nother bag.
You should hit up. I feel like Issa Rae could definitely use your music, and I know she's always looking for underground music to put in her stuff. Yeah,
that's another thing I really want to do. Cause a whole nother thing where I can still create an income for myself, but I perform. I don't have to, especially with all this. I don't even know if I'm going to get to perform in front of people again anyway. But so that's another thing I've been reaching out, because Charlotte has a few different film festivals. So I've just been reaching out to people and hitting up people that go to the art school in Winston-Salem, because I know they have a whole film program. So I'm like, all right, before the end of the year, Lord's will, I will have my song. Whether it's an independent film, I don't really care. It can be independent.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. I just want to watch a movie and hear my music.
That's such a good goal. I can totally hear your music like being in something Issa Rae does. I just watched her movie yesterday. It's called The Lovebirds. It was hilarious.
You watched it too?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
But yeah, that's one of my goals, is to get my song placed in a film.
Absolutely. Destiny Stone, this has been so awesome. Thank you for joining me today on Bliss Talk.
I hope I didn't talk too much.
No, it's perfect. It's 30-minute conversations. I asked you all 5 questions, and you see, we have plenty of time to do it. I want you, before I let you go, can you please tell us everything that you got going on, where they can find you, if you have a website? And while you're telling us all this, people, my Bliss Talk listeners, can you please give us at least one question to ask Miss Destiny before she leaves? Type it in there while she's giving off her social information.
Yeah, so you guys can just tap up there at the top corner and you can go follow me if you're not already following me. My website is destinystonemusic.com. I just got a Twitter like 2 weeks ago, so if y'all want to follow me on it, you can do that too. It's Destiny Stone Muse. I didn't have enough letters, so it's Destiny Stone M. Facebook, Destiny Stone Music. I try to keep a real streamline, so try to, keep it the same all the way across.
Right.
But yeah, Friday I'm releasing The Girl with the Purple Glasses. I'm really excited. This is the most excited I've ever been. I'm usually really, really nervous, and I might get a little nervous the closer to Friday, but for the most part, I've been so excited and confident, because like I produced this. I was able to have so much creative freedom with this album, so I'm excited. So yeah, Friday, y'all, is going down, and then I'll be shooting a music video this weekend as well. So the music video for the last song on the album will be out maybe early July, maybe. Haven't really figured it out yet, but just follow me on all my social medias, and then you make sure you're in the loop.
Congratulations on everything. So proud of you. I know working on a project, I remember the first album I put out, I know how much work it takes. And I know when it's out, it's just like, it's in the world now. Y'all
Yeah.
have it, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do with it, listen to it, whatever. I don't, I'm just done with it because it's a lot of work. But I want to go ahead and give my information too. You guys can find me at cbliss_pics on Instagram. I have these 30-minute inspiring conversations with people of the community. You can find that at blisstalkshow.life. There's a few of my beginning interviews on there, and I think you guys should really take a look at it if you want to hear other people's journeys and some of the obstacles they faced and how they got through it. It's so helpful to listen to someone who's been through it as well. And without further ado, I'm gonna get back to life after Bliss Talk. And I cannot wait for your album Friday, Queen.
Thank you so much. Hopefully we can perform in front of people sooner than later. But of course, we are here trying to stay safe. But again, thank you so much, Carmen, for having me. I enjoyed it.
Me too.
It's really cool because, as you know, it's hard because we can't really connect like we want to. But thankfully, because of the internet, social media, we can still, develop those connections. So I appreciate it so much. Enjoy Friday. If you guys are still out there listening, check it out Friday. Share it, and it's gonna be lit.
All right.
Okay.
Talk to y'all later. Enjoy the rest of Memorial Day.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night.